YouTube, what's up, baby? It's your boy DM Era, and here I am again with another deck profile for you. Um, Happy new ban list, first of all. Who was surprised by that shit? I know I was. I was thoroughly excited and thoroughly happy for it. And immediately when the ban list came out, I immediately started testing on YGO, testing different decks, different strategies, or whatever, and watching a lot of different YouTube channels, a lot of deck profiles. And so far, what I've seen is it looks like temporarily for right now, this is going to be a more controlled format, um, a really heavy back row format, and I tried to figure out a way to make a decent comeback that's kind of like low key off the radar, people aren't paying attention to, but that can kind of blow out the new meta. Um, and I have an idea, and so with that one brings my new updated 2020 Blue Eyes Chaos Max deck profile. Out of the Blue Eyes variants, I kind of like Chaos Max better than Pure Blue Eyes. Uh, because, like I said, I'm an old school kind of player, and I'm not really savvy with setting up 4 or 5 negates turn one. So I like something real simple. Just kind of get to it, show my opponent down, or just beat him and just be done with it. So this is more like a Chaos Max beatdown, going second, and I'm really excited about this deck, guys. I hope you guys really like it too. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. So something different, guys. Something different this time. So, of course, we're going to start off with the man himself. I'm only running 2 Blue Eyes Chaos Max. Um, 3 was a little bricky. I find myself liking 2 better. So 2 seems to be working out pretty well. Next, I got the 1 Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon. Her effect is really good. Again, like I said, both these guys, they can't be targeted by card effects. They can't be destroyed by card effects. You literally have to beat over these beat sticks. Her effect, though, is if you use a Vanilla Blue Eyes to ritual summon her, um, when she goes for attack, you can activate her effect to change your opponent's monster's attack and defense stats to 0 and put their monster in defensive mode. And then you can re-attack with Chaos Max for game. Um, but that she does all your opponent's monsters. So outside of links or whatever. But since we're going to go into Master Rule 5, I feel like this deck will come extremely viable when Master Rule 5 hits because we'll be doing a lot of synchros and XZs, and you can blow your opponent out with something like this, and they won't even see it coming. Next, I'm playing Incantation Chalice Slime. This card right here is absolutely insane. Um, I don't know why people aren't playing it as much, but I know a lot of Chaos Max profiles are playing it, but this guy's insane. So I just got one of him. Pretty much what he does, he just if he's in hand, you can reveal it, and if you do, you get a special summon a Incantation monster from your deck to the field, and if you do, then you could automatically, let me see, or you get to activate the incantation effect. Excuse me. But if it gets ashed, then you get to automatically destroy a monster opponent's out of the field. So you have pretty much 2 viable effects with this one card. It's pretty good. Just reveal it from your hand. Next, I'm only running 2 vanilla blue eyes. Yeah, I know. A lot of people are like, what do you mean you just run 2? Why not 3? Um, 3 is bricky as hell, and because they're vanilla blue eyes, they can't do nothing. So I tested it with 2, and 2 works very fine. And if I need to, like I said, I got the third one sided if I desperately need the third one. But 2 vanilla blue eyes in this build, perfect. That's all you need. Going into the chalice slimes, I'm running or the 2 incantations. I'm running 2 candles. Okay. This one you just reveal. I want to say a ritual spell from your hand, and then if you do, you get to search for a ritual monster. Okay. This is one of my favorite ones, but I try to break the ratios up. I think this works out just fine. And then I run 2 talismandras. This one you have to reveal a ritual monster, and if you special summon this from the deck off of another incantation, then you can search a ritual monster with this one. Okay. And then I just run the one. Yeah, I just run the one bookstone. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. This one you just really said reveal a ritual spell, and if you can special summon this, and then once you get this one out to the field, you get to add a ritual spell from your graveyard to your hand. The only reason why I play just the one of this one is because sometimes if my opponent sets up Secret Village or anything like that, I can just go into this one and still make my plays with my spells. So, and I have an additional one sided just in case if this one is not enough. So yeah, I just run one of him. Next, I run, of course, the 3 Manju of the 10,000 Hands. This guy just pretty much lets you search your ritual spell or your ritual monster from deck to hand. And that's it so far for the monsters. Next, for the hand traps, of course, I run 2 Nibiru. Okay. The only reason why I run 2 Nibiru in this deck, like I said, because a lot of decks can set up 4 or 5 negates and keep going and going. This just to slow it down, and I have a spicy tech in this deck to deal with the token, the big ass token that they're going to get. So yeah, just run 2 Nibiru. I run 2 Ash, of course, generic, and that's it for the monsters. So let's see. Going to the spells, I run 2 Chaos Forms. Okay. Just like I said, to bring out Chaos Max or whoever if I need to. Then I run 2 ARA just to bring out the Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon easy, more easy. And like I said, just to bring it out, just turbo out, or just bring out Chaos Max. So it's pretty good for that, just to send Vanilla Blue Eyes from the deck to the grave to bring them out. And then I run the 1 Incantation Inception. Now, I've been reading this card, so I'm not 100% sure all on it, but this card is actually pretty good. The only drawback is that you have to use Incantation monsters to tribute to bring them out. So that's why I run it at 1. But it has a graveyard effect where you could send an Incantation card from your hand or from your field, and if you do, you get to special summon another Incantation from the deck, and then you get to recycle this from the graveyard back to your hand. So then you can bring out another ritual monster. So that's pretty good for graveyard recursion and just recycling your cards. Also run 2 Melody of Awakening Dragons just to search out the 2 dragons that I need, either Blue Eyes or Chaos Max or Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon. Also run 2 Trade-In just to draw. They're not once per turn, so that's pretty good. I run the 2 Return of the Dragon Lords just kind of protect Chaos Max or Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon. If it gets destroyed by battle. But I thought about taking this out and putting Extravagance in since we don't use the extra deck that much. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments if I should side this out for Extravagance for just more draw power or just have this for just protection effect and just special summon the Vanilla Blue Eyes. Or like saying just be a regular Monster Reborn for my dragons. So I thought about keeping it in though, but yeah. Next, I run the 2 Hey True Nades. So, like I said before, I think this format is going to be more of a control format. Pretty sure you guys already know too. But before I start my plays and with everybody setting 4 or 5 traps, just blow them all back to their hand and then make my play for the OTK kill. So I thought Hatred would be acceptable for this format. Next, one of my favorite, 2 Book of Moon. Yes, I know it's back to 3, but I only threw in 2 because 3 was I was seeing it too much. I didn't want to see it that much. But yeah, 2 is just enough for it, just to flip my opponent's monster face down so they can't really do too much anything. It's good going first or second, and yeah, flip them down. Next, of course, the 2 Called by the Grave. This deck really hurts to hand traps, so you gotta have Called by. I think I bumped this up to 3, but 2 for right now, just so I don't break with it. I don't see it too much. Spicy Tech in this deck. I'm running 2 Mystic Box. Yes, I didn't think I would ever be able to play this card and ever in a Yu-Gi-Oh game because when I read it, I was like, wow, that's kind of shitty. But this card is really good in this deck because your opponent's monster that it targets, it destroys it, and then it gives your card that you target to your opponent. So if I have an Incantation monster in defense mode, I could just give it to my opponent in defense and just attack over for game with Chaos Max, and I thought that was pretty slick. So yeah, that's what I have for that. I don't have Creature Swap. That's why I had to substitute that for Mystic Box. But you guys, obviously, if you're building it, you can just build it to whatever you like. Creature Swap is Creature Swap, and Mystic Box is Mystic Box. So yeah, I went with Mystic Box. That's all I have. Now I may be getting Creature Swap later on. For the traps, the only thing I play is 3 Impermanents. Just like I said, if going second, this is a going second deck. You can just slow your opponent down with their monster effects or anything, or you can just set it, and then when your opponent activates the monster effect, you can hit that and a column at the same time. So I felt like Impermanence was acceptable for that. Now going into the extra deck, let's see what we got here. So going into the extra deck, I run the Nightmare package. Okay, just a pop a monster, pop a back row, spin something back. So just the Nightmare package, and then everything else, like I said, is just super poly targets. Got the two Cyber Dragons, Mud Dragon. I'm running two Duplicit Chimera for Salamangreats, any other Cyberus deck. I'm running one Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon for Pendulums. Um, Predator Plant, Dragostopelia. This could be for Thunder Dragons if they're still playing. I mean, the deck practically dead, but who knows? Somebody may come up with something. But just for any other deck out there that may have a fusion monster and something else, I could just super probably over it. I'm running two Starving Venoms, the one Draco Necro, Drago Necro for zombies, um, the Predator Plant, the big Predator Plant, Predator Plant Triff for three darks, and then the Thunder Dragon Titan. Like I say, if I'm playing against Thunder Dragons, you never know. You go to locals, you see anything in locals. So yeah, that is the extra deck. Let's go into the side deck. Let's see what I'm talking about for the side. So the side, of course, I told you I have the extra books on just in case for those Secret Village decks that want to drop Secret Village on me. I got the third Blue Eyes just in case if I really needed it, but I really doubt it. But you guys let me know what you guys think in the comments. Um, and that's it for the monster. So my choices next. I'm also siding into spiritualism. Spiritualism OG card. It just pretty much blows back your opponent's spell trap. Your opponent's side of the field. So you can blow back Mystic Mind. You could blow back what else? Any kind of traps. Any other set back row. And the thing about it is that this card can't be negated. So a spell speed 4. In a normal spell. But also too, it can also blow back Imperial Order. So your opponent has Imperial Order because it can't be negated. They can't. It won't be negated on Imperial Order. So yeah, can't be negated. The only thing that can stop it, like I said, is Secret Village. So if they have Secret Village, you can't play if Secret Village is on the field. So yeah, got that. Next, I'm running Pocket Swap. So I don't have Creature Swap, but I got Pocket Swap. Pocket Swap is good just in case for those link heavy decks until Master Rule 5 fully takes effect. Um, so if my opponent controls link monster and I don't, what it does is just swaps the link monster for my monster. So if I have a incantation face up defense mode or defense position, I can just play pocket swap his link for my incantation, and attack directly for game with Chaos Max. So yeah, two pocket swaps, pretty slick. Next, I'm also playing two copies of Silent Graveyard. So the thing is that this is a going second deck, and if my opponent decides to make me go first, I'll just side in Silent Graveyard, and I'll just set it. So then on my opponent's turn, I'll just activate this as a quick play spell. I'll activate it, discard a card, and then my opponent can't activate Graveyard effects for the rest of their turn. So it's like a Abyss Dweller off legs. That's all it is, and I like it. Next, I'm running 3XZ's Encore. Yes, I love this card. This card is absolutely insane. It stuns your opponent out and practically breaks the board. So what it does is that uh, it pretty much defuses or de-XZ your opponent's XZ monsters. It attaches all their stuff, and it brings back the two materials used to XZ the monster, but it brings their lower level down to 1. So if you do it on their turn, they can't be like, oh, okay, well, XZ. No, because if it's a 4, now they're back down to 3. Um, so yeah, that does that. Plus the spell speed 4, it can't be negated. It's a quick play spell. It can't be negated. So if it goes through, your opponent can't chain the effect. But, oh, effect, no, it can't be negated. It stays at the bottom. So that's one of my spicy going first cards. I just set that and just say, go ahead, go. And usually what happens is they'll just special summon them, and then they'll be like, oh, okay, well, shit, pass. And then let me see. Next, I run, of course, 3 super polys for the super poly targets. Going first, I just set that and just let them make them move. And then last but not least, the one trap red reboot. Like I said, it's going to be a trap heavy format for next couple of months here until we find a defined meta. And then, like I said, the side deck will change as well. But since we only got one red reboot, that's all I can play. So I'm hoping Konami, you guys bring Red Reboot back to 3 again because we need it, or at least 2, so we can stop these back row decks. Like I said, I like back row decks. but playing against them kind of sucks. So yeah, this is what we got, and yeah, so that's it right there, guys. Um, Again, I hope you guys like what you saw. Thank you again. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. And again, until next time, deuces.